Pleural fluid analysis, understanding the diagnostic process. What is pleural fluid? Pleural fluid is a clear, watery substance found between the two layers of the pleura, a thin membrane that surrounds your lungs and lines the inside of your chest cavity. This fluid acts as a lubricant, allowing the lungs to move smoothly against the chest wall during breathing. Under normal conditions, only a small amount of pleural fluid is present in the pleural space, typically around 10 to 20 milliliters. This fluid helps to reduce friction. It prevents the lungs from rubbing against the chest wall, which could cause irritation and pain. Maintain negative pressure. The pleural space is normally under negative pressure, which helps to keep the lungs expanded. Pleural effusion is the buildup of excess fluid between the layers of the pleura outside your lungs. Normally, everyone has a small amount of fluid in their pleura. This fluid acts as a natural lubricant and makes it easier for your lungs to move when you breathe. But with pleural effusion, you have too much fluid around your lungs. What causes pleural effusion? Heart failure. The heart may not pump blood effectively, leading to fluid buildup in the lungs and surrounding tissues. Pneumonia. Infection in the lungs can cause inflammation and fluid accumulation. Cancer. Tumors can invade the pleural space and produce fluid. Pulmonary embolism. Blood clots in the lungs can lead to inflammation and fluid buildup. Autoimmune diseases. Conditions like lupus and rheumatoid arthritis can cause inflammation and fluid accumulation in the pleural space. Symptoms of pleural effusion: shortness of breath, chest pain, dry cough, rapid heartbeat. Transudate versus exudate. Depending on the cause, the excess fluid may be either protein poor, transudative, or protein rich, exudative. These two categories help providers determine the cause of the pleural effusion. A pulmonary embolism, PE, can fall under either category. Purpose of the test: diagnose causes of pleuritis and pleural effusion, differentiates between transudate and exudate. Transudate, imbalance in fluid pressure. Exudate, injury or inflammation. When is it ordered? Chest pain worsening with deep breathing. Coughing. Difficulty breathing, shortness of breath. Fever, chills. Fatigue. Possible asymptomatic pleural effusion. Analyzing pleural fluid in the laboratory. Microscopic examination, cell count, counting the number of white blood cells, WBCs, can help determine if there's inflammation or infection. Red blood cell count. High levels of red blood cells may indicate bleeding into the pleural space. Cytology. Examining cells under a microscope can help identify cancer cells or other abnormalities. Chemical analysis. Protein levels. High protein levels can suggest heart failure, pneumonia, or cancer. Glucose levels. Low glucose levels may indicate infection or tuberculosis. Lactate dehydrogenase, LDH, levels. Elevated LDH levels may indicate inflammation or cell damage. Microbiological analysis, culture. Growing bacteria or fungi in a laboratory can help identify the cause of an infection. Gram stain, a staining technique used to differentiate between bacteria. Acid-fast stain, used to detect tuberculosis bacteria. Fungal tests, to identify fungal infections. Interpreting results. High WBC count with a predominance of neutrophils suggests inflammation or infection. High protein level may indicate heart failure, pneumonia, or cancer. Low glucose level may suggest infection or tuberculosis. Positive culture for bacteria indicates a bacterial infection. Positive cytology for cancer cells suggests pleural effusion caused by cancer. Treatment: remove the fluid, prevent fluid from building up again, determine and treat the cause of the fluid buildup. Removing the fluid, thoracentesis, may be done if there is a lot of fluid and it is causing chest pressure, shortness of breath, or a low oxygen level. Thank you.